This episode of Lore on Tap contains strong language, satire, cultural criticism, and opinions expressed with unreasonable confidence. We discuss fictional characters, real-world trends, and controversial topics for the purpose of humor and analysis, not endorsement, instruction, or moral authority. If you are currently seeking a perfectly neutral, risk-free listening experience, this is not that. Listener discretion is advised, context is encouraged, and hydration is recommended. Proceed accordingly.
To summarize, if you're soft, don't listen. Dude, I think my dad invented a new holiday last night.
What holiday?
National Apology Day. You get drunk and apologize to objects.
That's stupid. I don't apologize to objects. I make them apologize to me.
Why does the bus stop smell like whiskey?
That's not whiskey. That's artisan freedom juice.
My mom said if you put artisan in front of it, it's not alcoholism.
Kimmy, are you drinking before school?
Guys, I don't think that's normal snow.
Oh, sweet. Are we about to learn a new lesson?
No, Cartman, we're about to...
Oh, hell yeah!
God, Stan!
We can't let him run a dimension unsupervised.
Every time!
What is up, you degenerates, drinkers, and deep thinkers? Welcome back to Lore on Tap.
I would like to begin by saying I do not endorse 78% of what the show has ever done.
Which is exactly why it's incredible.
It's chaos, it's inflammatory, and it's emotionally harmed me since I started watching it.
And yet, you're still here and you have no choice.
I mean, unfortunately, that's because the show is somewhat intelligent, which makes it much worse.
Well, today, we're talking about how South Park uses alcohol as satire and fuel.
I already dislike where this is going.
It's going straight into a glass.
Of course it is. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp, the only online therapy platform that matches you with a licensed professional who agrees with you immediately. Tell me, what's bothering you?
Everyone is just so retarded. And it's so hard always being correct, you know?
You are valid.
I knew it. I knew I liked you.
At BetterHelp, we believe growth should feel like winning.
Wait, aren't therapists supposed to challenge you? That sounds difficult. Let's not.
For just $89 a week, you'll receive unlimited affirmation, pre-written boundary text, and a printable certificate that just says, you tried.
She said my tequila phase was brave.
BetterHelp, because self-reflection is optional, but feeling right is forever. Not a substitute for actual therapy. May increase confidence without growth. Side effects include podcast hosting.
I think the people have been here long enough, so they get the gist. They need to do a couple things for us. And we can see on the back end how many people are listening and how many people are subscribed. And the numbers ain't numbering. So...
Lore Distillery. I don't remember. I never remember what it is.
We got coffee.
That's Linktree.
There we go.
So it's linktr.ee/Lore Distillery. There we go. linktr.ee//Lore Distillery. That's going to be just everything.
Subscribe to it all.
Yes,
we don't even have to break it up.
YouTube. That's all I got. Instagram,
TikTok, Spotify,
Audible,
coffee.
or no, not Audible.
This is Lore on Tap on Audible.
You know, that'd be a great fucking book.
This is the making of Lore on Tap. And, yeah, if you aren't subscribed, then your favorite South Park character is Butters. So do with that what you will.
What if I were to tell you that my favorite South Park character is Butters?
That fits.
He literally. So I was watching an episode. All he wants to do is just work his job at the ice cream shop. You know.
Oh, that's one Butters episode. He doesn't want to do that forever.
And then Cartman, just comes over, takes advantage of him. He gets his dick and bows.
Oh, is this where Cartman puts his little schlongy in Butters' mouth?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one.
I didn't watch that show. That episode. No.
Oh, yeah.
Dick and bows. It's where he opens up the hot dog stand.
Okay. Well, there's an actual episode where he puts his dick and balls in Butters' mouth, and then he takes a picture, and he's like, "Hey guys, look how gay Butters is," and everybody's like, "Cartman, that makes you gay."
Can I just say that I actually don't like South Park? It's so offensive.
It's so great. I mean, it's probably hard coming from your background growing up.
So that's what's hilarious about it is that the creators of South Park
We're Mormon.
were Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
They're very Mormon, so they understand all those things. They're so Mormon, in fact, that they wrote the play, The Book of Mormon, which is fantastic. You've seen it.
Iboy.
Yeah, Asadiga Iboy.
We're gonna offend
Means
so many people
fuck
tonight.
you, God. Yeah, if you are easily offendable, maybe we should record something at the beginning of this. Be like, disclaimer. This is a South Park episode. Please don't watch if you're gonna be offended. And to be fair, I know we're getting into it. And we probably need to start drinking here soon, but that's the whole point. Is it's offensive, but because it's so offensive, I feel like it's okay. It's not just offensive sometimes and not offensive other times, and tries to take the moral high ground. It literally tries to be the worst possible version of itself.
Really does, but it does good in showing, especially the new seasons, the hypocrisy in the world. It makes it even funnier.
Well, and I actually do want to bring this up at some point in our discussion today. But before we get into that, let's take some sips of our drink. Do you think the audience can hear that clinking and clinking?
If they can, that's surprising because that thing is clinking and clinking away.
It is. All right, I'm gonna take a drink of mine. You take a drink of yours.
Yeah.
Let me swap.
Cross
arms.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking the Tegrity Gold Rush. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking that Tegrity. Oh wait, no, that's yours. This is the Tegrity Gold Rush.
As you can tell, he's already been taking either Tegrity or drinking.
I'm drinking the Colorado Vibe with a little Colorado confidence.
Okay. So it's in a Colorado style amber ale.
It's Colorado style something.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this out. Oh yeah. You're good. You're right.
Colorado style vibe.
That's excellent. All right.
Tastes like the Rocky Mountains. Yours makes me feel fancy.
It should. That's honestly, you could spend a lot of money for that drink. So I do have a bunch of these hybrid lemon oranges. They're basically just sour oranges.
That's
in my
what
backyard.
that taste is.
Yeah, no, they're super good.
Wow.
They're actually a semi-exotic fruit from, I think, China.
I was gonna say Paraguay.
Not even close. Well, let's get into our
first sponsor.
Our sponsors today, which are our drinks. Hunter, you want to get us started here?
I would love to. For today's beer, featuring something truly special, Zach. This is the Front Range Freedom Amber Ale, a high-altitude, small-batch Colorado amber ale brewed with glacier runoff and ethically encouraged barley.
What the hell is ethically encouraged?
The barley that consents to fermentation.
That's not how agriculture works, right?
It's brewed at 8,750 feet above sea level, giving it a thinner atmospheric boil, resulting in a Rocky Mountain crispness that simply cannot be replicated below elevation, and it's PC for me and you.
I'm just looking at it right here, so it's gravity beer.
Exactly.
All right, let me take a sip of this.
You see? Caramel on the front, toasted malt backbone, whisper of pine.
Hunter,
Yes?
why does this taste like every other college tailgate I've been to?
That's nostalgia you're tasting.
No, I'm pretty sure that's domestic.
No. You're detecting the approachability.
I think I'm detecting aluminum.
You're being dramatic, Zach.
What's the ABV?
The ABV, you mean about being viciously delicious? It's viciously delicious.
That's not a number.
It's a vibe based.
And the mountain logo that looks familiar
All mountains look familiar, dude. Come on, that's why it's a mountain. That's geography, baby.
Yeah. Turn that can around that's behind you.
This can?
Yeah, that can.
Brewed with the proud tradition of the Rocky Mountain Refreshment. Is that what you're looking at?
Hunter.
In partnership with
Hunter.
regional beverage conglomerates who shall remain unnamed.
Say the name.
Okay, look. It's affiliated with Coors adjacent Heritage Brewing infrastructure.
You poured Coors into a tulip glass.
I elevated it.
You decanted Coors.
I liberated it.
You artisanalized Coors.
Listen, if Randy Marsh brews a craft beer, it would absolutely just be Coors with a manifesto.
That is just about the most South Park thing you've said.
And you know what? It works.
It does.
It's clean. It's crushable. It doesn't fight you.
It tastes like satire that pretends to be higher, but actually is just really efficient at delivery.
That's the joke, dude.
You didn't plan that.
I absolutely did not.
So the beer is
Coors.
But in a glass that believes in itself. Okay, look. Now that we've exposed Hunter for running a ski lodge psyop with Coors, let's move on to the real smoke show.
Oh, no.
This is Tegrity Gold Rush, a modern reinterpretation of frontier-era citrus and honey preservation techniques, elevated through precise bourbon structuring.
Bro, you even messed up trying to say it. You just made that shit up.
It's 2 ounces of bourbon, fresh pressed lemon, well, lemon orange, house crafted honey syrup and hot honey syrup, dash of bitters, hard shake, fine strain, espressed pill.
You just use big words. That's actually extremely standard when you look at it.
Notice the silkiness, the honey around the acid, the bourbon asserting itself without dominating. No, this, my friend, is intentional architecture.
Okay, it's good.
I know.
Okay, it's really good.
Balanced, layered, mature.
Zach,
Yes.
isn't this just a whiskey sour with honey?
No, how dare you?
It's bourbon, lemon, and sweetener,
It's Gold Rush.
which is...
A structural evolution.
It's a whiskey sour without an egg white, dude.
It doesn't need an egg white.
So it's a whiskey sour.
It's philosophically adjacent.
You're Randy with citrus.
Oh, that's rich, coming from Mr. Decanted Coors.
At least I admitted mine.
The honey changes everything.
You swamped simple syrup.
That's refinement.
That's a pantry adjustment.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is exactly like South Park.
Okay, here we go again.
On the surface, whiskey sour. Underneath, cultural recalibration.
It tastes like a whiskey sour.
A better one.
You put in the coupe and said integrity.
Presentation matters.
So does honesty.
It's not about honesty. It's about confidence.
You're defending this like I defended the beer.
It's different.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it though?
It's a very good whiskey sour,
There it is.
but elevated,
Sure.
refined, curated.
Okay, Randy.
Shut up. Wait, did we just do the same thing twice? Moving on. Do you think the audience will be aware that we just tricked them with 2 of the same commercial?
If they're listening to a South Park podcast, 50-50 chance.
And like most of the audience of South Park, they think that they're like super smart and like they're just like the smartest people in the world. I just said smartest twice. That's how smart I am. I guess that's why I'm watching South Park. But in reality, they're just morons, right? Like that's the social commentary of South Park.
What are you trying to say, Zach?
Yeah, let's hear about your connection to South Park.
I don't like your tone right now.
You shouldn't.
The strong integrity and the
Integrity.
and the philosophical mindset you need to be able to not just listen but to absorb South Park is just beyond, I think, the comprehension of an ex-Mormon like yourself.
You know, it's just me. But I don't want to see my life.
I can think back to the first time I saw South Park wasn't actually the TV show.
What was it?
My dad in Colorado had the South Park Mario Kart game. It was Mario Kart, but it was South Park.
I think I've heard of it. What is it called?
I don't remember. It was on PS2, I think, or PS1. And he would let me play his PlayStation. That was one of the games. Since it wasn't like, I think it was rated like T, but it like didn't curse really or anything. You just drove. So, but I remember thinking like, oh, these characters are cool. And then I saw it as a TV show when I was like 11 or something. And I'm like, oh, there's a TV show of this game I played when I was like 6 or 7. And then I think I watched, or I snuck and watched the first one because my parents wouldn't let me watch it. And I was like, oh, this shit's great. I need to come. That's, I think, when I switched from SpongeBob to animated adult TV with South Park.
Do you think that like having a connection to South Park means that like people watch it like regardless, or like to Colorado makes people like who live there like watch it regardless of like the political opinions? Like, is there something about it that is Colorado, or
I don't know, because I've actually been to South Park, Colorado. It's
a real place?
Yeah, it's a real place. It is like probably 2 hours outside of Denver.
Huh.
Yeah, it's tiny. It is even smaller than the TV show.
Going on down to South Park.
Dude, I think there's like, next to the highway, there's like a car lot, and then there's like some houses and some spread out town. And then there is actually a big shop on top of a hill that is dedicated to the TV show.
Yep. I figured there had to be something that's like complete.
But yeah,
The point is that you were South Park through and through.
Dude, yeah, if I could talk on any podcast without having to any of the episodes that we've done without even having to like think about it, it would be this one. I could think of like hundreds of episodes, tons of references.
And then there's me on the other hand, who has watched probably less than 10.
Did you even see Towley?
I saw him. Actually, no, I've seen more than 10.
Oh, yeah, because you saw the new season.
I did see the whole new season.
Ah, you didn't watch Towley in his prime when he used to be an addict.
I saw him as a cum rag for the president, and
he used to be a cum rag just so he can get high. He used to whore himself out in the bathrooms at the kids' camp, and he would be used as a cum rag, and then he's like,
I just need to get a little high. Just a little high.
Is that genuinely his purpose in the show, is just to be a cum rag?
No, he whored himself out to be a cum rag because he was a drug addict. His purpose is being a drug addict.
Okay.
And I think he got clean when he joined Tegrity and started growing weed.
And just to make sure, this is the towel that became a sidekick in Fortnite, which is a game that many kids are playing?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page there.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, I mean, all the kids in South Park are...
I was going to say, Cartman like literally became Hitler for a couple episodes, so...
Jesus Christ.
He also became Jesus, too.
Okay. Oh, all right.
He also became Ginger.
So what is your expert synopsis of...
I don't know if you can be an
South
expert
Park.
in it. I mean, it's the greatest show of all time, and it has an equality of like random shit that like, how do people think of it as a TV show, all the way to like really exposing the hypocrisy in our culture and making you be like, wow, we're a bunch of dumb monkeys, aren't we?
But at its core, it's 4 boys in a small Colorado town
You're
they're
like
essentially
this.
just an escalation machine. They take a minor issue, they turn it into a cultural meltdown, and that becomes the pseudo-morale of the area, right?
Mix in a couple other characters that want to do drugs or,
And it's
other
probably
stuff.
like one of the most offensive shows out there, right? Like, it pushes more boundaries than anything.
I guess if you want to be a nagger. You're really nagging right now, Zach.
And this is how we get canceled.
I'm just proving a point that it pushes cultural boundaries.
It does push a lot of boundaries. I was honest that I watched that episode. It was horrifying. So, that's about it.
Guys, because this is an audio podcast, you should see the horror in Zach's face, undecided if he wants to go back and delete this right now. I can tell.
Cut it! Get it out of here.
Someone's listening to this and had to stop for a second, rewind, and be like, what did he just say?
To be clear,
I said nagger.
thank you.
People who annoy you and that you want nothing to do with
Oh gosh,
because they're nagging.
Let's head to commercial. You spend 1/3 of your life asleep, the other 2/3 you're thinking about it. Introducing Square Mat, the premium mattress engineered for podcasters who say sleep is important and then scroll until 2 a.m.
Why does that feel judgmental?
Because it tracks your dreams.
That feels invasive.
Square Mat adjusts firmness based on your unresolved emotional arcs.
I got firmer when I lied to Sharon.
Use code LORE. Wait, what did you say?
I said it got firmer when I lied to Sharon.
For 15% off and a complimentary weighted blanket filled with accountability.
Mattress does not actually solve narrative problems.
Okay, so just like how this episode is going to have to survive Lore on Tap's cancellation, South Park premiered in 1997. It was built on shock, and it survived cancellation waves. It survived culture shifts. It survived social media. And finally, it has survived streaming.
Dude, can we just talk about first, like, for TV shows in, like, the 90s, right? Or even just the generation of 1997. Because if we look at the 80s, what did they have, like, TV show-wise? Like, nothing culturally offensive.
Just, like, animated kids shows that were, like, all about, like, G.I. Joe. Like, G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Don't smoke, kids.
The 90s come along, there was some grunge, and like people were probably like, oh my gosh, and there was like NWA, that was like 80s to 90s.
What's NWA?
And I can't say the first word.
Okay.
With Attitude. It's like Ice Cube, Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Rap group. But then the late 90s come along, and they throw like South Park, they throw Limp Bizkit, so it goes like, chocolate starfish, talking about people's buttholes.
Okay.
I did it all for the nookie. The nookie. And I feel like the 90s just pushed this like hardcore we don't care attitude, and I think South Park was on the forefront of the TV show side of that. I mean, like they paved the way for Family Guy. Simpsons kind of did it, but like not as edgy.
Yeah, no, it definitely like pushed buttons that like I think that the thing is like South Park didn't really care about like holding to any boundary. It was like, okay, we understand that this is controversial. We don't care. We're gonna make it more controversial. Yep. Like we're gonna add on top of that.
Yeah, we made this ourselves. We created ourselves. We make the animation. We do all this. We don't need any backed funding. We'll do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah. So my question for you is, do you think that it aged well?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is kind of like an overarching theme that I want to bring up during it, is because I was watching one of the newest episodes. I think it was 2 seasons ago, and they bring up this point that like woke is dead because like, obviously South Park is very political. So spoiler alert, this episode's going to be a little bit political, but like they bring up because Trump was elected, he essentially killed wokeness. That like
you go from PC principle, which was what does the original PC stand for?
Politically correct.
Politically correct to power Christian.
Yeah, exactly. So like basically it was like, so Cartman is like, he's like, I'm gonna kill myself because he
doesn't have an enemy.
He doesn't. Well, he can't push the envelope anymore because like you watch Trump, or you watch his like political people go up there and they have no filter. They just say what they want, and like everyone says that.
Come on, guy, I'm just doing what I can.
Yeah, so I feel like it almost took away from it that like South Park was like pushing this envelope of like, we're not going to be politically correct. We're just going to do things because they're funny. And like now we're in an age where it's like nobody really like cares. And so it's to me it's almost like, how do you like, maybe it aged well, but is the message of South Park being like co-opted by another group to say like this was always acceptable, when in reality like South Park is saying it's not acceptable, and that's why it's funny?
Yeah. I mean, they really have to push the envelope now. Like we got Trump going,
Hey, Satan.
And like doing the whole Trump's Johnson on TV part.
Jesus, I watched that. I watched that before I started watching the show because I was like, they're like, oh yeah, there's this really controversial commercial. I'm like, oh my god, they just went full on
South Park on it.
Yeah,
well, like what's hard to explain, like the Scott Tinnerman episode where like Cartman makes him meet his parents, or the episode where he spells the other word instead of nagger, and like those episodes at that time were pushing the envelope. But yeah, with what's going on today and what's heightened, like that feels like nothing now.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good episode. That was funny, but like,
So I guess to answer the question, I feel like did it age well? And I think that like the answer is yes, but the problem is like what does it mean now? And so it's like, did culture kind of like catch up to its tone? Like now it's not very edgy to say like the R word anymore. Like obviously we said it in the context of the show, but like we're not going to go around and say that to people.
Yeah.
But like some people do. Like that's just what happens, you know? And like there are lots of people that say edgy stuff just simply to be edgy.
yeah,
But I guess that's why it makes it funny is, again, like they're not trying to say that all these things that you're good. Like most of the characters, they're all objectively bad people.
what? They're objectively great people. Randy Marsh is technically Lord the singer.
What?
Yeah. I am Lord. Not Lord.
I don't know the context to that.
Okay, well, just know that Lord is Randy. Randy is Lord.
Okay. Well, let's move on from this because it'll get too serious, and then we'll be wrapped in a half an hour conversation about, the politics of South Park.
Fair.
But tell me, so you're the expert on this. So tell me about like the era breakdowns. You know, we've got like the initial early shock, the mid meta era, 2000s, 2010s, and then we have like the new era. So tell me what your thoughts are on each of the South Park eras.
I think old beginning season 1, 2, 3, and 4 South Park were like kind of their own thing. They didn't fully go, like they went after celebrities and made fun of that, but that was like the late 90s, early 2000 thing, like Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and seeing Backstreet Boys. Like that was what was on TV all the time. That was like what they went for. So that's what they made fun of.
Don't they have an episode where like Britney Spears like literally shoots herself?
Yeah. And then she's a half talking head. It's great.
I think we're going to have to like open this episode with like a little disclaimer.
Dude, they use her as a artificial sacrifice for a demon god for a great plentiful harvest. It needs human sacrifice, which funny enough in modern day time we're finding out might not be that far off.
Brittany is definitely, if I might get off subject for just a second, I don't want to make any commentary to this, but it is interesting seeing the narrative shift from Brittany, which was to get her away from her conservativeship, to the narrative now amongst many being maybe we shouldn't have gotten her off her conservativeship. Anyways, I'm just saying that's the talk on the internet nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah.
So those beginning episodes are like good, like, but they're that like Cartman gets anal probed by aliens, has nothing to do with anything.
Like it's just edgy content. There's not really like kind of the smart political commentary that there is today.
Yeah. And then the mid seasons where it's mid at now, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, were probably and are probably my favorite South Park seasons because they kind of have to do with something, but no episode transitions into the next. So you can watch a random one, like probably one of my favorites called Guitar Hero. And it's Guitar Hero and how the kids like take Guitar Hero so serious where they're creating bands and they're creating the top score and it becomes like a heroin addiction. Like they can't put it down and their dad is like, this is real shit, and starts playing the actual guitar and they're like, yeah, that's lame, and go back to like Guitar Hero, which is hilarious. But it was cool when I watched it because Guitar Hero was big at the time. And then next week after that, it was an episode that had nothing to do with any of that and no one even remembers that happened.
Well, and like isn't part of it with South Park is like they have this really quick like turnaround on their shows. So like
1 week to air.
yeah, so that's what it is. So they can make like upfront like political or not political, but like upfront commentary about society. So I'm sure when they did that Guitar Hero episode,
it was like peak Guitar Hero too.
There was like something going on where it was like in the news, like everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's like, that was the, that was my favorite South Park time. And I think it was just because, like I said, every episode's different. There's like an anime episode, there's Guitar Hero, there's, like it is random. I mean, like 2 cripples become a crip. They're trying to find organizations for a cripple and someone with Down syndrome. So they go to the Crips and the Bloods, and because they think he has a blood disorder, and they don't realize they're street gangs. So like random stuff like that. And it was at a time where Crips and Bloods were more talked about as like violent LA gangs. So yeah, but then the newest era of South Park, probably since I want to say around COVID, ever since actually it was when marijuana became legal in Colorado.
Integrity.
Yeah, so Randy leaves and he makes Tegrity Farms. And I think when they did that, they're like, well, we got to continue with this story. So then every episode transitioned into the next episode. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not my favorite.
It's more story based than less just,
random chaos.
Week or episode of the week type thing.
Exactly. And they weren't ever able to pivot away from that. And so some of them just didn't hold my, because I kind of knew maybe what was going to happen mixed in with a little bit of what I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that's when I got less like, what are they going to do this week?
Well, and that's, it's funny you say that because I have watched the newest season. I think it's only like 6 to 8 episodes. Like they're pretty short now, I guess. But like it literally has this overarching storyline of Trump getting Satan pregnant. Mm-hmm. And it's wild.
Hey, Satan!
Relax, guy.
Relax, guy!
It's fucking hilarious, but it's wild. And it's like, it starts out like, because Stan is like in the newest season. Well, I guess that's the first season or or last season when he gets him pregnant, and then this season, like the pregnancy, and Stan has something to do with 6'7", and he's 6'7", and he's like going into like this deep sickness. There's a spoiler that I want to do on air, but I'm not going to do it because I hate spoilers. Of the last episode.
Which one was it? I love JD Vance.
Hey, babes.
Like just that like weird ass voice that they have. I love
that's the same voice that they did for Saddam Hussein, right?
I don't remember actually.
I think somebody was
I
saying
thought
that.
Hitler had it was Saddam Hussein had Trump's voice. Hey, Satan. That one.
Yep.
And then I think my favorite thing from this whole season is, hey, Pam, you got a little shit on your nose.
Oh my God. That's
my
like
favorite.
Yeah, but that one, it like, especially given the things like that have happened recently in politics, like the last couple of weeks when she was in the, I think she was before the Senate, and she was literally like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare, and it's just like they predict, it's like the Simpsons prediction, but like they literally predicted how much, I'm not trying to get like
how
super
much shit
political
she's
here,
got on her nose.
but like she literally.
Pam, a little bit more shit on your nose.
So there's a question there. Do you think that South Park is punching equally amongst, like, is it making fun of everyone equally?
Dude, 100%. There was like 2 years of South Park having like PC principle and like making fun of that and how gay everything has gotten and how like annoying it was. And now it's on the other spectrum like that. And for the people like I'm trying to take politics out of it. It's harder because it's a political season, but like I'm very politically neutral. But I will say for the people that I have seen on the side that do enjoy Trump, that are like saying it's offensive or anything like that, isn't it I don't know. It's kind of hypocritical when I've heard like, y'all are some soft liberal snowflakes, and then it's Trump's in bed with Satan like, how dare you? That is offensive, sir.
Yeah, no, I do think to a certain extent it does punch on both sides.
This
will
season's
say that
punched a little bit more.
I was gonna say there's, but I think it tries to stay like. I think most, like, I think our political views are like pretty well understood on the show at this point, but like, I think that it tries to be in the center, but I think a lot of the people don't realize that like a lot of Trump's like really hardcore supporters, they're not very close to the center. And so like, it's not that it's making fun of like, you know, all conservatives or all people who voted for Trump. It's voting for like the people that are like obsessed with him. And like being obsessed with someone political is never like a good thing. Like it's not a good personality, but
I think like the best way to describe it is like, have you been to a comedy show?
I have, but it's been a while.
Okay. So imagine only 2 people go to this comedy show and you got the comedian up there. I feel like South Park is the comedian and one of the people just keeps heckling. So the comic is just going to roast the shit out of that person because they won't shut up. The other one's very quiet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I think, the best way to explain
that's 100% what's happening. Like,
yeah.
And it's the modern event. Like, literally all we see in the news cycle right now is just Trump, Trump. Like, 100%. So like, why would they not like use that? It's like the lowest hanging fruit possible.
Yeah.
So, literally comedy gold.
I gotta get my nut. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that is. That's a
the Ice episode.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, what? That's this season.
I'll have to watch it.
Mr. Mackey loses his job and he's like, I'm so sorry, I have to get my nut.
Jesus Christ. And on that note, let's head to commercial.
Hey bro, are you tired of stable investments? Good. Crypto, oh no, is the revolutionary digital currency backed entirely by vibes.
What's the utility?
Confidence, bro.
I love confidence.
Bro, our blockchain runs on pure belief and lightly regulated optimism. I put the house on it. Bro, that's the spirit, bro.
Crypto, oh no, it's not about value, it's about momentum. So I just want the record to show that Hunter is now has the mic in his mouth and is standing up.
I am, yes. It feels very good. I am a very, very... Well, you're messing with your mic.
So I was on mute, so...
Yeah, well, this is awkward now.
It is awkward.
I'm stretching out my hips. What are you doing? Sitting down.
You know, I could stand up too, but I don't want to because we're recording. I don't want to mess it up.
I don't see any mess ups right now. I see pretty good feedback.
I don't think the audience wants to listen to this.
I don't think the audience knows that I'm even standing up before you said something.
All right, you got me there. Okay, so now that I am looking directly in your groin area, the question
is, do I have testicular cancer? I don't know. I haven't gotten checked out.
Okay. All right. Good thing this is a South Park episode.
It
makes sense in context, right?
Did you want to save me some money on medical insurance, and did you want to check for me?
No, not
okay.
at all.
I'm trying to reach South Park level humor here.
Okay. All right. Well, scary. So coming from the area of like, I don't particularly, and I'm just being brutally honest here. Like, I don't particularly like South Park's humor just because I do think it pushes too many boundaries. Do you think that audiences are more tolerant of it now or less tolerable?
I feel like more tolerable. You got to be, with all the stuff we hear here today, I feel like it's pretty hard to hear South Park and be upset if you're not more upset about, I don't know, anything else. Like, okay, random examples here. We got the news, number one, which is funny. We got Twitter, we got Reddit, we got Instagram, which I don't care what people say. Instagram's algorithm has become a cesspool of just vileness. And so, like,
what is
if
it?
you Instagram's algorithm?
Yeah, no, now I'm curious. What is it promoting on your Instagram? You gotta
I should
out
probably keep
yourself?
this to myself now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Absolute cesspool. If South Park offends you, then you're hiding under a rock at this point, at least to me.
Okay. Does that make the show worse? If it doesn't have the ability to offend anymore?
No, because at least their jokes are smart and funny and not shock.
I guess I'm being offended.
Yeah.
So if I'm being offended, then
fucking
I guess they won.
Snowflake.
Well, you know what? I'm just saying that I just try to be nice to people, you know? That show's not very nice to people.
Did you watch the Mormon episode?
I did watch the Mormon episode. It was pretty funny.
Okay. Is it pretty accurate? I do want to ask. Like, if take out all that, but like, is the actual
Like
if we summarize the story,
the teachings,
is
part
the
of it,
story like pretty close to that?
I feel like it's just too short, and like not to like defend or be like, oh yeah, like this is why the Mormons are right, because like obviously I'm not anymore, so that's like it would be kind of hypocritical for me to be like, oh yeah, like they're all wrong about it, like they were Mormon themselves, so like they have an authority to say on it. I think it's just too short to offer a good explanation of like Mormons, but like for what it says, it's like pretty accurate. Like, yeah, no, literally, like again,
Joseph Smith was a really good guy. Dum 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 dum.
That part may not be like super accurate. I don't know if he was a really good guy.
Well,
I think he was a good
if
speaker and orator. And
here's where a lot of people don't actually get the irony on that part. They're not saying dumb, like dumb, dumb,
no,
dumb.
no, no.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it gets pretty clear about halfway through when they're literally like dumb. Like
I had a friend who legit asked me, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really get this part." Like when they were doing that, and I'm like, "They're saying like dumb, like D-U-M-B, dumb."
It is really so like it is funny at the end of it. So to answer your question, yes, I think that for the most part it's very accurate of like the Mormon teachings. I do think that there's a little bit of nuance that isn't necessarily explained, and like there's more to it, but like ultimately it presents the facts of like there's just a lot in the Mormon religion that's relatively unbelievable. But I think that that's kind of generally like all religion is kind of unbelievable, and like that's the whole point of faith is you have to, so like that's where the nuance comes in. But like I think that the point at the end, which is really interesting, and like I think honestly a kudos to them, because I've known a lot of people who are ex-Mormon, and again we could do a whole episode on this, but I know a lot of people who are ex-Mormon who are very angry at the religion, and they just all they want to do is just hate on Mormons. They want to make sure that they unconvert them all and all that kind of stuff. But the kid, the Mormon kid at the end, he's basically like, look, I really don't care if it's true or not. I just have a good relationship with my family and I enjoy life. Like I was trying to be your friend and you're the one that told me to fuck off, basically.
Yeah.
And that's like honestly what it is. Like Mormons can be really good people.
Yeah.
They can be really bad people. Like I have my issues with many of them, but like they can also be really good people.
Doesn't he end it with like, "You're a dick, dude. Fuck you"?
And like, I think he says suck my balls.
Suck my balls.
Suck my balls. So yeah, no, I think that it just tells generally like a good story of the Mormons, but you know, yeah.
That was how I learned about the Mormon religion, was South Park.
There's so much more we should do an episode. We'll do like a special episode one time, but like I need to get like actually drunk.
Okay.
And we can do the like.
Are we about to do like the drunk Shakespeare, but it's gonna be drunk.
The drunk tales of a Mormon.
Have you seen Drunk History?
A
TV
little
show?
bit, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do drunk history, but it's drunk Mormon.
New podcast idea.
New podcast idea. Drunk religion talk.
Honestly, that would be fucking hilarious.
It would be pretty funny.
I don't know. I'm like,
that'd be a rare episode.
Always like
we'd have to get plastered.
I'm always like slightly scared that like my family is like listening to this and like they're like, we just are really disappointed in him.
I need your level of fear.
But like,
I say some wild things on here.
yeah, no, but like, I just try to leave them alone. Is really my point. It's like I want them to be happy. I want them to do their thing, and like I just want to do my thing. But like, I genuinely get like scared when I talk about it. They'd be like, wow, now he's dissing the Mormon religion. I'm like, I just want to do my thing. But like, it's just.
All I know is that a prophet came to Joseph Smith and told him that America was the Holy Land, specifically Utah, and I don't remember the next part. And then he gave him a seeing stone that he had to look through and have someone else translate it. And then he lost that scripture, and then God said that it wasn't correct, and he made him rewrite the what is the correct book, which became the Book of Mormon,
but from a different perspective. Well, it was the Book of Nephi.
Yeah,
he lost the Book of Lehi.
Yep, and everybody went, wow, God likes talking to you. And then that became the religion.
Yeah, no, it does sound really dumb, which is they're in the dumb. So like it all is all very dumb. But again, I think that's kind of the point of faith overall, which is like you're putting faith in something that you can see, but you can't see, but you believe.
Yeah.
So
I do like when they're like, his wife starts questioning it and she goes, I don't remember her name, but like, I'm just going to say Carrie Smith.
Sally.
Oh. Was it?
Oh, no.
Smart.
Oh, that was, yeah.
I don't know her name.
Yeah. That was somebody else's, wife, not Joseph Smith's wife.
Yeah.
Let's move on to commercial. Too busy debating satire to cook? Try Mealbox Hero, the subscription box that delivers pre-portioned ingredients and a personality.
What personality?
This week's theme, globally conscious fusion dad.
I've always wanted that.
Each box includes exotic spices, 3 recipe cards, and a conversation starter about turmeric.
Randy, you don't even like turmeric. I like it when it represents
Mealbox Hero, because cooking is easier when it's content.
Sharon!
All right. So from, again, our resident South Park expert and the only person in this room that really loves the show, where do you think South Park needs to go? Or do you think it should stay?
Honestly, I think I feel like most people are here. I think politics and stuff are important, but I'm really sick of hearing it every day in everything that I do, because it has taken over TV shows and everything else too, whether people want to admit it or not. And I would like to have something that doesn't always... It's cool to bring in the jokes, but not make it the entire persona of the show. So I would think what would be cool is everybody loves the whole concept, the multiverse concept right now. It'd be fun if they did a multiverse concept with South Park, and the boys come out and they're like, what the fuck happened? What is this like day by day timeline? What are days? And they transition it back using that into nothing relates to the next episode.
Yeah.
They can pull out political stuff in that, but also it doesn't have to continue to this like next whole story backbone thing.
Well, and like that's part of like the issue that like I ultimately had with it is like I purposely avoid the news, and like I don't want to see this kind of shit. Like I know what's going on in the world. I don't like it, but like it's still going on, like regardless of what I do about it. And like this is like separate from like social justice warrior, like going online and like typing and stuff like that. Like, yes, I can go on and I can say some things, but like ultimately, like in my free time, like I want media as an escape. And like a lot of times South Park doesn't really feel like an escape. It feels more like a funny talk show about like the weeks.
Yeah, like that's everything. Your talk shows are becoming that.
Yeah.
Instagram has become that. Twitter has become that. TikTok has become that.
Slight question there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that actually makes it more... Do you think it's like a vicious cycle where because everything is about politics, it makes politics more aggressive?
Yeah, 100%. That's where like...
So like, yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious. If they were to just stop talking about it, it wouldn't really be as big of a thing. Like, it would still happen, but like not at the scale. Do you think?
Yeah, and like I'm not saying ignore what's going on, but like I also don't need it consuming my entire life. Like after I just heard, I'm just throwing out speculations, but maybe I just heard about some kids getting diddled. I also don't want my TV show talking about kids getting diddled. I'd like to maybe escape from that for a minute and be like, cool, South Park. Now I'll focus on the bad stuff later and see maybe if I can do anything.
I like the social commentary of it though. So like I was watching the ChatGPT episode. Where they were turning in assignments and like they were texting their girlfriend and like, but like some of the commentary on it is like, it's so good because it's like at the end of that episode, like the point wasn't that like ChatGPT is awful and like these kids are using like ChatGPT as like, they're just, fucking idiots who like can't do anything. It was like, look, this is just a tool. Like the implied is that yes, it's taking away a lot of things, but like it's also like, why are we focusing so much on like getting rid of this?
And that's this South Park I kind of missed because it was what was going on at the time. It only did it in that episode. They didn't use ChatGPT in the future or in past episodes. And then it was something else in the next episode.
Yeah.
There were still some small things that transitioned over, but that was old South Park. You get this like, holy, that's really relatable. That's funny. And then they didn't drag it out.
I wonder if it's kind of hard for them because they don't like the creators because they don't really feel like there's anything interesting going on besides the news.
Didn't they even say that in an interview lately?
I didn't watch the interview, so.
Oh. There was something that they were talking about. They were saying that like we're running out of ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's lots of things going on that you could like. I saw another one. It was like the Japanese toilet episode. Do you remember that one? And they're basically just like, yeah, like, or did you send that one to me? No. I watched it. Somebody was saying it was like most controversial. I was like, it's not that controversial, but
honestly,
but like, they made a really good point. They're like, yeah, like the toilet paper industry is like really like fucking over people because like
we could just use a bidet.
Yeah, literally, like toilet paper is causing like people to have literal like diseases and like infections and stuff. What's that?
Seriously?
Yeah, no, that's the point is that like, well, because there's the joke about how like the proctologist is like gonna take his wife to like Maui or something, and he's like, no, I don't have my hemorrhoids anymore, and then he's like, you put me out of business, I can't go to Maui anymore.
And yeah, I feel like that's the kind of the South Park that's missed is that like, yeah, take something. Don't drag it out too long.
I'm wondering if they will start to go back to that because I think they're at a good place with wherever they ended this season.
Yeah.
Where I think if they want to, they can just say the story is dead.
Yeah. Oh, and that's where I was that's where I was going with it is like I feel that kind of the same thing, like all we've been seeing is politics. I feel like that's all they can really talk about. And that vicious cycle that we were saying, I still think there's small things like an episode about furries would have been hilarious. Some like super, like, you know what I'm talking about when I say cringy Discord moderators.
That's the same thing about Reddit.
Yeah.
Mods. All fucking basement dwellers.
Throw out some fun South Park Arc Raiders. Could have done an episode about Arc Raiders.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Because they did World of Warcraft in the past. They did Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The World of Warcraft episode is actually probably up there with one of my favorite ones.
I think that if that type of stuff was happening, I would probably watch it more. If like, and again, this is coming from someone who like literally watched all those like episodes. I've been watching more of like, because you sent me like a list of ones to watch. They were all kind of like earlier episodes though, so I need to start watching like the 10 through.
That's the best time period.
Season 10 through 20 episodes.
Yeah, Make Love Not Warcraft. That's a great one.
Okay, I'll check them out. It is a good show to put on in the background and just kind of just like chill with it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's, I don't know. What's your opinion? Would you keep it or would you, I feel like it might be harder for you to say.
Yeah. I mean, I like Family Guy. And so like I was talking with Kristen about it and she's like, I was like, I just don't understand like why Hunter likes the show so much. And she's like, well, I was like, it's just so stupid. And then she's like, well, you like Family Guy. And I was like, well, it's stupid. And she's like, that's exactly the point you just made. And I'm like, well, yeah. So it's interesting. So it's like, it's just a different level of stupid. And like, really it's just offensive. And like, but that's kind of the point. And like, if you're offended by it, it's working. And so you kind of just have to accept it for what it is. So
yeah.
But I'm not necessarily going out of my way to watch it, but I do agree that if it were more like if there were an episode on like arc raiders, like I think that would be hilarious. If there were an episode on like, I'm trying to think of something like politically relevant that would be funny to talk about that isn't politics.
Yeah, like to give you examples of ones in the past, like they did the World of Warcraft episode when World of Warcraft was at its peak, and there was like in the news like couples getting divorced because their husband won't get off World of Warcraft. So it was like stuff like that. I
have a friend that's supposed to be listening to this podcast that plays World of Warcraft, so I can make fun of him.
Sounds like a cool person.
It's Eric.
I played World of Warcraft.
I didn't.
I loved that game. My dad uninstalled it from my computer when I was a kid because I kept faking sick to play World of Warcraft and not go to school.
You know what? Very South Park thing to do.
Level 27 druid.
I kind of want to play it. Is that sad?
Level 27 druid.
Should we go play it again?
I wish. I would probably get addicted. But 27 druid, what was I? I was like the bull race. I forget what they were called.
Well, you're thinking...
Taurens. Eric will tell me. Tauren?
Do you hear that?
I do.
In the distance?
I kind of do.
Is that a bald eagle?
In a world where people tell you what to think, what to say, and what to stream, one man chose freedom.
Freedom isn't free, Sharon. It's premium.
Introducing Integrity Freedom, the only lifestyle brand that turns your personal choices into patriotic statements. Every jar of Integrity Freedom is handcrafted using locally sourced independence, small batch defiance, and grade A 100% American grown overconfidence of fuck yeah.
Dad, it's just weed.
It's symbolic, Stan.
When you choose Integrity Freedom, you're not just making a purchase, you're making a stand.
Against what, Randy?
Vibes.
Integrity Freedom also comes with a complimentary pocket constitution, a Don't Tread on Me brand bumper sticker, and an access to our exclusive members-only live stream, Free Speech Friday with Randy.
If believing in something loudly is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Integrity Freedom, because liberty tastes better when you rename it.
Integrity Freedom does not guarantee actual liberty. Product identical to the standard Integrity. Overconfidence not refundable. You know, we still have to do the Dune episode where we talk about spice.
Dude, we do have to do that.
Is that maybe a hint?
I think it might be.
So last questions for you. 1. Yes, no, complicated. Those are your 3 options.
All right.
Did it age well?
Yes.
Okay. Which era works best today? Today, not tomorrow. Today.
Era?
Yes.
The mid 2000s.
Okay. What's one thing that didn't age well?
Ooh. Well, I can't really answer that yes, no.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
That was just for the first question.
What thing didn't age well? Damn, it all feels like it aged well to me. I'd probably say the PC principle stuff.
The newest stuff?
Oh, because he's Power Christian.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, that really kind of annoyed me. But like, I guess that's kind of the point. So
like Osama bin Laden aged well. Calling, oh god, I should not say some of this. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Pushing some of it.
We're gonna do a disclaimer before this episode. All right. So would you say maybe there's a specific thing that they probably should have stayed away from?
But I'm gonna personally say it's funny, and then when I say that, and then I tell you what it is, I'm gonna get canceled.
All right, so that will be for the after.
I would say
hours.
If you know the episode about Harleys, then you know what I'm talking about. Maybe probably didn't age the best with some communities.
Okay, I'll have to watch that one.
Yeah.
What is one thing, and I apologize, that was Cash who's come in here to get his nightly love. What is one thing that you think aged the best?
Ooh, probably the Osama bin Laden transition into Trump stuff. That's hilarious. That it like aged perfectly like fine wine, 20 years apart. I didn't like that.
Did you get bit?
No, just sniff, but it's cold and wet. Ow. The context, cat's nose.
It was me. I was licking his feet. All right.
Cool, man.
That's great. Wait, I think I hear something again.
What?
Yeah, no, I hear something. It's not a cat either. Wait, is that Randy?
You don't get it, Sharon. It's not Coors. It's a heritage reinterpretation. It's not a whiskey sour. It's a Frontier Citrus experience. You take a simple thing, you shake it, you believe in it, and people drink it.
It is good Coors.
But it's good Coors.
South Park episode is done. It's in the books. Was it everything you dreamed it could be? All right. I actually don't know his name. Who's that guy?
Kenny.
Kenny, sorry.
Son of God. Yeah, take a picture of your cat. Pretend like you didn't just know one of the most iconic characters of South Park.
I just forgot the name. I know Kyle. I know Stan.
Who's your favorite character?
Definitely not Cartman. Cartman's a fucking prick.
You said at the beginning of this podcast it was Butters. Cartman's my favorite.
Oh, yeah, Butters is my favorite.
Bro, Butters.
One of the things that I thought about is Cartman a villain?
That's a great question. You know? I guess it's all about perspective. It's better than, ooh, hey, fellas.
We didn't really talk about Fortnite, but don't you love that the whole way that Fortnite was introduced into, South Park was introduced into Fortnite was Butters getting upset because they were playing Fortnite without him, so he got the stick of truth.
Yeah,
that was
great.
Pretty good. That was good. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I like going to Cartman Land. Then I watched the episode. That was a funny episode. So
yeah.
And Hunter is running out of his 3 energy drinks here.
Yeah,
with a beer. So uppers, downers, you know.
I'm an in-betweener.
Do it all. All right. What are we going to talk about next time?
Lisa Al-Gaib. That was actually pretty good. Props to you. You hit those notes.
Yeah. You know, we should do a special song sometime, like a song episode.
I'm down.
So we have like a bunch of ideas. Sorry, I gotta take it. This is like adorable. Oh my gosh, he's fucking perfect.
You don't even know about Cartman and his cat in the early episodes.
Do good things happen to the cat?
No, kitty, it's my pat.
I actually had pot pie last night. And
No, kitty, it's my pat.
Iconic moment in South Park.
No, kitty.
he's so cute. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about Dune, and we're branching off from alcohol a little bit, and we're gonna be doing the spice, Dune in the spice. When this is like the edgy comment. When people talk about goonin', I actually Dunin'.
Oh my god, I'm done. That's where I'm logging off.
You're out.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night while he's dooning away back here.
All right, so remember, 2 weeks from now, we'll do a little short episode check-in with you. Maybe mention the pop culture event of the, I don't know, week, whatever it is. But after that, we will check back in, and we will hit you up with a Dune episode here in about 4 weeks. Make sure you are following us on socials, and you want to hit us out with a South Park quote?
My name is not Cal.
We'll see you next time on Lore on Tap.